Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie episode number 12 reaction, and this is the final episode of this season. Okay, the previous episode we got a little backstory, you could say, a little recollection of how Shikimori and Yu met, and not only that, we even went more into their past, and we got to see more of Shikimori's past here, where we see like how she was as a child, and like her motivations and stuff. And we also saw her mom for the first time in the previous episode, and there was a little misconception I had the misconception that her and her mom's relationship is not that good, because before, she's kind of said something like, oh, my mom doesn't cook for me, which I took it in a wrong way. Basically her mom doesn't cook because she cannot cook properly. That's why she doesn't cook. Their relationship is fine, it's okay. They they're good with each other. No such problems there. That was one of my misunderstandings. And we get to see more of the past, of what Shikimori used to do. We got to see how Shikimori always kind of follows her brother and her mother. That's what she used to do, and that's why she went into the dojo, joined because her brother joined, and just did it because her brother did. And later on, her brother tells her that you do what you want to do, no need to follow me or my mother, or mother. Do what you want to do yourself. But she was still kind of didn't know what to do. But later on, after she got across a shoujo manga, she decided to become a pretty girl, that kind of a thing. She decided to like that was like what she wanted to become. And she gave up on going to the nationals in karate, and started dressing up, along, started growing our hair. And not only that, dressing up properly, kind of all that stuff. And the first day of school, there he meets Izumi, where she has to actually help Izumi out, climb up a tree. But she was like, oh, my high school my debut has been failed. High school debut, yeah, has been failed. And what does he even think of me? He thinks that I'm probably a tomboy and something like that. But then Izumi was like, wow, so cool, you helped me out so much, thank you so much. And that's something like that, which obviously she was very happy about. And that's the day from when she started liking him. It was a great episode. Like, we get like a lot of things, and a lot of things from the past. And yeah, in the present, Shikimori and you are going on a date, so I'm guessing that will be this episode, the final episode of this season. Let us see what happens. This is episode number 12. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, this is amusement park, isn't it? Yeah, the the commercial. Ah. Wait, it's Christmas? Oh, it's Christmas. I didn't know that. Yes. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Better than a dream. Her eyes are sparkling. Oh wow, what? Okay. Oh, he has done his research, I think. Oh, those hand like head things. Wait, what? Oh yeah, the cosplay cafe. Pick something else. What is that? It's like, is that a frog? Wait, what? Oh, she would look like a pirate. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. She looks like a vampire. Okay. Wait, she should put something on her head. Whoa. What? Okay. What is this place? Oh, Briar Rose. Ah, I don't know this story. I don't know why. Oh, okay, okay. I also had no idea like this was actually a like I've heard of Cinderella and all that, but not this story. Yeah, I also knew Sleeping Beauty, but didn't know about this. Nah, I've heard that as well. Ah, oh, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Damn, the title. Kawaii dake Nai Shikimori-san. uh, Wait time 110 minutes. Hmm. Yep, it's a long wait. But they are, yeah, there you go. I was wondering, like, it's a long time, but I don't think that they are going to be bored at this, you know? Yeah. The lady will be. Okay, she didn't say anything. That's why it took so long. It's like two of them only. Okay. Hmm. Don't fall asleep. Ah, he is falling asleep. Kind of like the story, isn't it? Oh boy. Just like the story, like I said. Oh, oh, I think he's gonna wake up. Oh, yo. Oh boy. Yeah, a bit too much, you know. Hmm. What happened? Hmm. What the? What type of thing is this? They could. Okay. All right. That is successful. Oh no. How and why? Now what? Oh, that's. I guess that's fine then. Okay, that's okay then. Wait. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. That worked out pretty good. Juice. Yes. Oh boy, it's gonna cost a lot. I feel like. Oh god. But I feel like Shikimori is fine. Oh my god. Oh wait, yo. I yeah okay. Oh okay well. Hmm. Ah. Oh my god. Plans for world domination. Oh boy. Oh wow, that's a. Is she drunk or something? What's happening? Oh, yes. Okay. I'm sure it's pretty expensive as well. Yeah. Oh. I want to do what they did in commercial. Oh no, he's going to misunderstand something. Oh no, he's misunderstanding something. He's thinking of something else. I feel like there's a lot of things that happen in the commercial. Oh boy, you need to be specific. Oh god. Oh, that one. When they were holding hands and walking. Well, obviously you did not specify. Yo. Ah. Did he forget or something? What? Okay. Sunset. It's night now. Wait, it's nighttime now. Why are they going to a place where you can see the sunset? Oh boy, is he going to realize now? Oh, is he going to realize? Oh, this is going to. Okay. Okay. Don't fall on the lake, in the lake. You know? Don't fall. Whoa. Wait, what? Oh, I feel like she's going. Is she going to. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Wow. Yeah, most of it was fine. So, yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, she did say that. Oh, there you go. Oh, cheek. Okay, there you go. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Look at her face. Uh, Please don't worry anymore. Oh, this back. Hmm. Okay. That was successful. 10 out of 10. What's this? I didn't think I. What? Oh, okay. Okay, it's a late reaction. Makes sense. Oh no, Hachimitsu is going to. Kind of? Oh my god. Yo, calm down. Okay, calm down. On the cheek, however. A little peck on the cheek. Yeah. And they'll be like, what? Oh. Superficial stuff. Oh no, what's she going to say? What? Okay. Yeah. Yo, he's not untangling his knot. Oh boy. Alright, that's the end. Okay, that's it. Nope, there's still something left. Okay. Oh, it's the same scene that we saw in the first episode. Is he going to trip again? And is she going to like just in the first episode? I feel like that's going to happen. Yo. Okay. No, stop. Okay, what? All right. And that is it. All right. There you go. That was the final episode, episode number 12 of this show. And yeah, okay. So this show in a whole, I have to say, I'll say like it had its really good parts. You know, there were a few episodes where it was a little bit like, you know, slice of life. Like obviously this is a slice of life show, but they were like, you know, bringing up like a few of the different tropes that anime used to play. And since, you know, like that was all that happened without any development, I've seen a lot of people like say like, oh, it's kind of boring, this and that. And I've also been kind of keeping an eye on the ratings. It like fluctuated highly. It was high, quite high in the beginning, and it kind of went down quite quickly. And I'm like, what the hell? And I can kind of understand what people did not like about this show, you know, especially in the middle part. I think from episode 2 or 3 to episode 5 or 6, something like that, that part, it was, you know, like they were kind of introducing the characters. And not only that, like they were like in different, going to different places, like just, you know, slice of life stuff were happening. So yeah, people were, I feel like they were like, oh, it's kind of boring, slow, this type of a thing. And then it, I feel like it started picking up again from episode, I think 7 or 6, from when Kamiya was introduced. And it became very good. Those 2 episodes were like one of my favorites, you know, like especially the episode where Kamiya and Shikimori confronts Kamiya, that episode, and how she handled that was like really good. And not only those 2 episodes, after those 2 episodes, like the 1 2 more episodes were also really good, you know, like the places where we get to see more of Kamiya and her kind of coping up with everything. That episode where she kind of you know, like became friends with Nekozaki, you know, and Nekozaki said that I'll wait. That episode was also really good, you know. So these were like really good episodes, and it started picking up in the end, and it became very good, this show, I think. Like that's my opinion. And not only that, there was that another episode that I really loved is which one was it? The sports festival episode was also kind of good, you know, the where we get to see how Hachimisu actually putting an effort to win because she wanted to see her friends smile. That was also really good. And then obviously the episode where we get to see their past, you know, that was also so good. The previous episode, episode 11, that is. And another one of my favorite episodes. And this episode was also really good. This was a good conclusion, I have to say, because I've seen a lot of shows, you know, slice of life shows kind of do this, like, you know, the whole season they kind of build up the, you know, relationship or whatever, and in the final episode they end with like a amusement park date or stuff like that, you know. And it kind of did the same thing here, but I feel like this episode here had so much high quality, like, you know, scenes and everything, and it was like a like a change, you know, like from the usual oh, going to the amusement parks, riding on roller coasters, you know, going on the Ferris hill. None of those were there, you know, like if we can see in this episode, none of those were there. You know, those usual tropes that animes kind of just recycle on and on and on and on, you're gonna follow different sides of life. Like amusement park means obviously roller coaster, Ferris wheel, you know, eating stuff. That's just it. The Ferris wheel will be like in the end, you know, like where they kind of go there, and that'll be the end. None of that was there. They brought, like, you know, new stuff here, which I highly appreciate. This is one thing that I really like about this show, that they don't recycle the tropes. You know, there are, the tropes are there, but they don't use it like that. They add, like, you know, new stuff. For example, all the, like, you know, tropes that slice of life animes use, like beach episode, sports festival, like school festival, vacation, you know, like the school trip, and also what was that, yeah, the amusement park, these, you know, all the tropes, all the things that happened, you know, like it did happen, but at the same time this show kind of introduced so many new things that I was highly entertained with. You know, I really liked the change in the different things that we always see in these type of situations. You know, they changed a lot of things, and I was like really good. For example, instead of going to the pool or the beach, they went to a lake, you know, to a lakeside, which was another thing I was quite impressed with. I was like, damn, like, you know, they actually did not go to the pool or the beach. They actually went to like a lakeside, which is also, it's the same trope, you know, but still it's different. You know, they're doing something different there. This is one thing that I loved about this show. You know, they changed the stuff up. This episode as well, we neither had any Ferris wheel nor any roller coaster here, which we see in like thousands of slice of life animes. We got what we got, like a what was it, what was that, the briar rose thing that we saw on the little, like on the right thing, that one we had. And we had, in the end, we had the gondola, which I don't think I've seen any anime do the gondola before. So these things, you know, like these little changes that bring, I really like that about this show. That's like one of the biggest plus point of this show. But yeah, like, you know, all in all, I have to say this show probably is higher than average in my opinion. You know, it's not I wouldn't call it really good. I wouldn't even call it like, you know, extremely good. I wouldn't call it average, nor would I call it like, you know, lower than average. I would call it higher than average. That's like the rating I would give this show, because it had really good sections that I really loved, you know, and the way they kind of executed this, it was really good. And another thing that I kind of appreciate about this show is like, it's like pure slice of life, pure slice of life. All the tropes, all the things that we enjoy in a slice of life show, everything was here, and I think. And this is only the first part. I'm pretty sure the manga is ongoing. So yeah, all these things. And you know what, another thing, I think the reason why people liked this show a lot, like, and people kind of got bored of this show, because like, here's the thing, you know, this is like a weird thing. I've seen people complain about you know, like slice of life shows where they say like, oh, like, you know, they like, you know, try to, like, you know, they like each other but they don't confess, and like they take like 2 to 3 seasons. People love complaining about that, but at the same time, here in this show, the premise was that they were already together from the beginning, and that was one of the biggest reason I think a lot of people got bored of it, because there were no, like, you know, not communication, sorry, what am I even saying, there was no, like, you know, drama, no such thing, no, you know, like trying to confess, that type of a situation, none of it was there, because they're already together. And that's the thing, you know, like, this is the thing about everyone, like, it's like there's a certain section of people who like this type of a thing where, you know, like, they're already together, there's no such drama of who's going to confess after 5 seasons, no such thing, and they're already together, and we just get slice of life stuff like this. You know, there's one portion of the, like, an audience that likes these type of things, another portion of audience enjoys the actual one person chasing the other, or one person trying to confess, and this and that, them actually going through different trials and tribulations and then confessing. Another one portion of the audience likes that, and obviously there's the middle portion of the audience who likes everything, and there's also another portion that likes nothing. So there's a lot of, like, you know, the audience base is huge of a slice of life, not only a slice of life but any genre of a show. So one portion will be happy, one portion will not be happy about this. So that's the thing. I feel like the people who likes those type of things where, like, you know, each character goes through trials, tribulations, confess, or maybe doesn't confess, in season 3 they confess, that type of thing, they were not happy with this. They were extremely bored, and they were like, oh, this is so bad, you know, just left the show. While I'm pretty sure the people who likes these type of developments where they're already together and they just go on with their, like, you know, happy life, these people, I'm pretty sure they love this show. So that's the thing, you know, like, nothing we can do about it. So it was interesting. It was interesting to see a show where they were already together and no such drama, no such, like, you know, who's going to confess when, that type of a situation. It's just pure, like, you know, slice of life rom-com, that type of a thing. And yeah, that's like, you know, that was like a unique thing. I don't think I've ever seen an anime like this where they're already together. Or maybe I've forgotten. I've seen a lot of animes, you know, I don't remember half of them. So yeah, anyways, so yeah, that was like my, like, my opinion on this show. I liked it. I really liked it, especially a few sections of this show. I loved it so much. The way they kind of handled most of the things. Animation was also high quality. I like that as well. So yeah, like, I don't think it deserves the low rating that it has. I think this should at least get like a 7.5 to 7.8, that type of a rating. Like, like I said, it's higher than average in my opinion. Average is 7 in my opinion, 7 out of 10. So 7.5 or 7.8 out of 10, I think. This deserves this. I think this is like at 6.9 or something. I'm like, what the hell, why? That's a bit too far, I feel like. But either way, that's my whole opinion about this show, and all right, so there you go. That was like my mini review. This episode, we get the final, date, or the not final date, obviously they're going to go on more days. I'm talking about this season. So they go to the amusement park, and at first Shikimori and Izumi put on those things. Like, Shikimori puts on the vampire, the kind of thing, and Izumi puts on the frog thing, on top of his head. And then they stand, like, on like a queue, which was like for 120 minutes or something. The Briar Rose castle or whatever. Wait a minute. I have no idea that this was actually a story. Like, the Briar Rose. Like, I know Sleeping Beauty. I've read this. Briar Rose is an adult novel written by American, incorporating elements of Sleeping Beauty. It was published as part of the fairy tale series. I did not know that. Like, I know Sleeping Beauty. I know. I'm quite familiar with the story. I know Cinderella as well. All those stories I know, but I never heard about Briar Rose though. The first time I'm actually hearing this. And also another thing, like, I did find this story a lot familiar, because not of the story in itself, the fairy tale story in itself, but because, like, I've seen Black Clover. The whole Yami's story with Charlotte is this basically. So they took that from the Briar Rose story. I understand now. So that's why Black Clover took it from that, like, the whole story of Yami and Charlotte, where Charlotte was kind of in the similar position of Briar Rose, while Yami was the prince who came in and just destroyed all the rose and brought her out, that type of a thing. So yeah, okay, interesting. I was like, okay, this story is familiar, but I've not actually read it, and then I realized it was from Black Clover that I got the familiarity from. And I was like, oh, so this is actually a story, a fairy tale. I was not aware of that. Anyways, enough about that. So we're like in this place. They are in this place, just in the queue, and they were like having, like, fun, just talking about stuff. And they talk about, like, different fairy tales and all. Shikimori talks about like a few fairy tales that she has read, like the Ugly Duckling. And it's like, what? Like, that's the fairy tale that you read? And she's like, no, I like those type of horror, dark type of things. And he talks about, like, if there's a dream she has, and she talks about the whole shoujo manga thing that she wants to be. And they're just having fun talking like that. And everyone else was like, oh, still waiting, like, so boring, just waiting there. But they were just having, like, just fun talking to each other. And they go on the ride, and like, the things were just being shown and all, and Izumi falls asleep a little bit, just like in the story. And Shikimori tries to, like, become the prince and kiss him awake, but yeah, before that the ride stops, and she wasn't able to do that. Now they go to different other, like, attractions and all that, and yeah, it was a good time. Now here I kind of misunderstood here. I thought in this moment, after that happened, when they were at the restaurant, I thought they came out of the amusement park. But I think this was part of the amusement park, wasn't it? I think so. Or I'm not so sure, because the gondola was part of the amusement park, I think. Or no, maybe. Oh no, never mind. No, these are all different stuff. Yeah, this is different. Never mind. They came out of the amusement park, I'm guessing, after that. And yeah, they went to the reserved restaurant where they were supposed to have their dinner. But unfortunately, The reserved seats were misplaced and the waitress gave it to someone else. Here I was like, oh my god. So yeah, this is kind of going in a bad direction. But thankfully, this time his bad luck actually worked out for him. They got like an upgrade to like the the upper like the thing, and they have like this like well-made table and like like waiters coming in with the food and all, like some high quality stuff. And the food was also like done in such a great way, like with the just like you get like like in good restaurants, the way they kind of put it and kind of decorate it. Izumi's like, wow, this is so amazing. And yeah, they were eating, and Shikimo is like, your child, like eyes always glimmer like with this childlike curiosity, and she talks about how she loves it, spending time with him. Whatever she spends time with him, stuff looks brighter and more beautiful. She says like, I wonder how it looks like, how the world looks like from your eyes. And then they were kind of like a little bit just like talking to each other, just complimenting each other and all that. Shikimo is like, look at my eyes, what do you see? And he's like, oh, it's you. No, it's me. And she's like, yes, that's all. That's all my eyes are filled with right now. I'm like, damn. Oh god. Now obviously the waitress comes and just interrupts them, like just like any rom-com. And yeah, now they're just walking, and here Shikimori is like, you know what, let me try. She's like, oh, I'm going to do the same thing that they did in the commercial. And obviously I knew that Izumi was going to misunderstand this, because the commercial had a lot of things happening. So he's like, all right, fine, like just tries to escort her. And she's like, what's this? And he's like, what, I'm trying to escort you, that's what we had in the commercial. And Shikimo is like, ah, okay. She's like, all right, I'm also happy with this. And they're just walking together, and here Izumi tries to think, like, what was she talking about? The commercial goes on in his head, and he realizes what she was talking about, and he's like, oh, I messed up here. And they're on the gondola after that, and yeah, that was a really beautiful scene, like, wait, so this was Christmas Day, I'm guessing. Like there was like Christmas, like it was written Christmas and everything. Okay. Now, anyways, we can see like the place just light up with everything, and they're on the gondola and they're trying to take a picture. Suddenly, everything goes dark, and I knew this was like a, what can I say? Like an opportunity. I felt like Shikimori would actually try to kiss him or something. But actually, no, the reverse happened, kind of, where Izumi was like, oh, okay, let's just open the phone. And the phone light was there, and the moonlight was there, and they're like over there all alone, and they were just talking about that. Shikimori kind of just kisses his hands, and Izumi's like, oh, you're like a prince. And here he remembers the day when Shikimori talked about how she is a little bit concerned if he's going to drift away from her or something like that. And Izumi was like, you know what, she wanted to, like, kiss me, so yeah, let me try that. And I knew he was probably going to peck her on the cheek or something, and that's what he did. Obviously Shikimori was, but I feel like he did try, like at first he pecked her, and then he was trying, but then I think he kind of lost his balance or something. Almost fell down. But obviously Shikimori was shocked at this. She was like, what's happening here? And then she realized, and yeah, and the lights came up. Shikimori just went and hugged him, and she was like, let me be like this for a moment. And there you go. That was a good ending to the date, a perfect ending, 10 out of 10. And the next day in class, Izumi is embarrassed. He's like tangling himself up with his own hands with embarrassment. Inuzuka is pretty concerned about that. He's so concerned that he's actually trying to untie him. That was kind of funny, seeing him try to untie his hands. He's like, okay. Let me help you out. And on the other hand, Shikimori is obviously with Hachimitsu and Neko Nekozaki. Yeah, I was almost going to like again going to mistake her name. Nekozaki. She was with them, and obviously they're like, what happened? Tell us. And she's like, yeah, like, he kissed me. And they are obviously, just, like, okay, no, wait, sorry. She says like, oh, something happened, and she like is explaining everything. And when she says like, oh, Izumi kissed my cheek, all the excitement, they just completely go and sit down, and they're like, oh my god, like, Izumi backed down. But Shikimori is happy with this. Shikimori is like, it's okay, like, like, I'm very much happy with this. And she's like, you know what, I should become a little bit more proactive. And the Nekozaki and Hachimitsu's like, yeah, like, she's happy, that's all that matters. And that was that. And then in the end, we have that scene again, which we kind of had in episode 1. A lot of animes do this, like the first episode first scene, and the final episode last scene, they kind of make it the same. And yeah, again, we see Shikimori is just standing in front of the signal, and Izumi comes in, and Izumi is like, oh, Shikimori-san. And random truck kun comes in and just completely, like, squashes like a can on the ground or something. It just goes towards Izumi, and Shikimori jumps up, gives like a kick, and it lands in the it lands in the waste bin or whatever, in the dustbin. And yeah, everyone's like, wow, amazing. Izumi is also impressed. Izumi is like, wow, Shikimori-san, that was so cool, incredible. And just like always, their days go on, and yeah, they continue on their way to school. That's where it ends. So there you go. That was this episode. This was the final episode. I gave my impressions on it at the beginning of the discussion, and yeah, that's what I think about it. Like, it's higher than average. There was a lot of things that this show did really good, which I was kind of impressed with. Like I said, the slice of life sections were not overused. They introduced different elements which we never used to see in different animes. Usually slice of life animes kind of recycle stuff, on and on and on. And so the change in those things, like those elements, was what made this so great, especially those scenes. There is one section which was a little bit, what can I say, kind of made it a little bit slow. Is that since both are already together, there's no drama, no such thing, like, or no such, what do you call it, like, like progression kind of thing that we are seeing, where like one is trying to confess to the other. So that kind of made it a little bit slower. And as soon as like we had Kamiya come in, which kind of created a little bit, I wouldn't say drama, but like a thing, that's where it again started to pick up. Like, this is a thing, like everyday stuff, it sounds really good and all, but people are usually not interested in watching that. Like, like who wants to see people just doing everyday stuff? We watch anime because there's like something, like some kind of an, like drama or something like that. Even in slice of life stuff, there's progression in something. Just seeing people do everyday life stuff, it's not like, it's not enjoyable. And that's why, like, like these type of progression stuff are the things which makes a show really good. That's why in the middle part, even like, it kind of went a little bit slow, but as soon as like Kamiya came in, it started picking up again, the whole story. And then a few things happened revolving Kamiya, which was really good. And after that, we had the whole section with their past, which also kind of told us a story of how they were when they were not together, and which was also kind of really interesting. And obviously the final episode was a really good episode, this one. So there you go, that was like the whole thing. And yeah, I'm more than content with this. I was really happy. And I've seen people say like, oh, boring, this and that, but I've seen a lot of more boring shows than this. And yeah, this is way more better than a lot of other shows that I've seen. So that's why, in my opinion, this is a really decent show, a more than like, a better than average show, in my opinion. And it definitely doesn't deserve a 6.5 or a 6.8 rating which I've been seeing in my anime list. You know what, let me check now. What rating is it in? It baffles me why. Oh, 7, there you go. It's 7 rating now. That's good. I feel like the final episode, no wait, it's still 6. Oh god, 6.96. Like, no, obviously not. Like, what the hell? I don't know what people, like, expected. Like, like, these two are already dating. Like, what did they expect to happen? And so this rating blows my mind. I would have at least given this like a 7.8, out of 10. So there you go, at least 1 point more than this rating. Since this is 6.9, I would have given it like a 7.8 or 7.9, something like that. Like, not 8 would have been a little bit more, but 7.8, I think that's a decent score for this. So it baffles me why this got such a low rating. But either way, I guess whatever floats other people's boats, but I liked it, I enjoyed it. And yeah, so that was it. Thanks for watching. This was my reaction to Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie, episode number 12. If you guys, the final episode, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. So yeah, that's it guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video that I make, all the other reaction shows that I'm doing in this season. See you guys there. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.